Fable of the Table. I like that. I can't take credit for it, though. It was my son Blake's idea. What's up, everybody? It's Frank. Yes, I know, narration. Ugh. Some people think it's boring, including even me sometimes, but I think this time it might be helpful to take a few seconds to explain what is happening and what has been happening in the previous 3 videos, so please bear with me. So far, I've pretty much been completely focused on putting together the 2 matching end assemblies. These consist of 2 horizontal pieces connected by a vertical post, which is permanently attached, or will be, with 4 knee braces, which is a fancy timber framing name for diagonal pieces which provide stability to a connection between a vertical member and a horizontal member. The knee braces are attached with a drawboard, mortise, and tenon joint. I'll explain what drawboring is in a future segment, maybe. Once the end assemblies are assembled with glue, which means they'll never be disassembled except with the chainsaw, which will only happen over my dead body, they'll be connected to each other with 3 members, a single stretcher, and then 2 more stretchers, which means I guess there will be an assembly of 3 stretchers overall. I'll assemble those by means of tusk tenons for the middle one and dovetailed mortises for the 2 that are on top of the end assemblies and directly beneath the tabletop, which hasn't been assembled yet. The whole point of all these different assemblies is that they can be assembled in such a way using tusk tenons, and later you'll see with large oak dowels, or pegs as they are known in timber framing, that they can also be disassembled for later reassembly at a different location in case I'm crazy enough to move again in the future, or God forbid, sell this table to someone. But if that happens, they can assemble it themselves. Now back to no narration. Who do I think I am? Andrew Ray? Hey guys, it's Frank again. I just wanted to share something with you. I just figured out what was going on with the date time thing. Well, at least part of it. For some of these time-lapse shots, I was using a free app on my iPad called Snap. It lets you customize your time-lapse videos, adjusting settings like how many pics per unit of time, whether you want to take, say, 1,000 photos total or just run until you stop, your memory is full, or you run out of power. You can also start and stop the time-lapse, adjust the frames per second for the playback, among other parameters. The time and date portion of the metadata is set when you finalize the settings and export the video. That's why I can attach a time date stamp from the editing software to the video, which is clearly in the morning before sunrise, and it shows up as after 10 o'clock p.m. Just thought I'd share that with you. I've actually quit using Snap for the most part, and now back to the video. Here is the assembled piece. I actually picked it up in its one piece, put it up there on that bench, the table, whatever. Now I'm going to start working on cutting curves, rounding over edges, you know, just the little finishing details that are going to make it finished. I'm going to cut an arch in the bottom of this foot, a matching one on the other side, and then another one on this long stretcher here, just to sort of make those pieces tie together. I'm going to cut an opposing angle to shorten the length of this tenon through here, and then again on the other side. I'm going to cut a curve in these two knee braces here and on the other side. I'm going to leave these straight, and I'm going to cut or put roundovers on everything and cut bevels here. Imagine this is the top piece. Golly. Okay, so there's, you know, the end of it, right? We don't want big square clunky corners here, so cut off that. That's just a 45-degree angle. Cut it off, and then it'll look like, you know, that. As a contrast, on this side, I just drew it in just basically not a 45-degree angle, just a long sort of angled cut here, still a straight line. It wouldn't be a curve, it'll just be a straight line. It'll just have a more shallow angle, which I kind of like better than just chopping it off like here, like I just showed you on that piece. On this side, I was experimenting with changing angles, and I ended up with something that almost looks like a circle. I don't really like that one. And after drawing it in, I realized I didn't like it. So my two favorite options, number one is this one here, and then number two is just the simple notch off the corner thing.